It just had to happen, didn't it? Absolutely, every single time Chelsea play Manchester United, but at Old Trafford, at Old Trafford. The last time Chelsea have won there was 13 years ago. Do you know how bad that is? The last time Chelsea won at Old Trafford was my first year in school, where I was trusted to use a pen instead of a pencil. The last time Chelsea won at Old Trafford, TikTok wasn't even a thing. Now we're getting roasted by it left, right, and centre. The last time Chelsea won at Old Trafford, oh my gosh, like I could go on and on and on. Like the last time Chelsea won at Old Trafford, I thought Santa Claus was real. Turns out he is more real than Chelsea's win in Old Trafford in the last 13 years. This is an absolute joke. Today was abysmal, and it was from the very beginning. Charity Football Club was in full throttle today. Full throttle. I cannot say it any better. Charity Football Club. They, they just cursed at Old Trafford, aren't they? They just cursed at Old Trafford. Like I can't. I can't. Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez. This guy, man. This guy. Third choice goalkeeper from Brighton. He has the ability to pull off an absolute worldie but make an absolute clanger at the same time. What on earth was that today? In the 5th minute, first thing, Chelsea just inviting the pressure. I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe it will just take time for them to get into the game. Because you know sometimes that happens. It usually takes Chelsea about 15 minutes to get into the game, and then they're running. Today was just, what on earth was that? First thing, to put Robert Sanchez in that situation was absolutely unforgivable. That was criminal by the defense to leave him stranded like that. But for him to keep running forward and then absolutely clatter Embuemo. You're kidding. This is a joke. This was an absolute, and then he gets sent off. And then Maresca, what have you done today? My gosh, he absolutely blew it. He absolutely blew it today. This is. So to replace the red carded Sanchez, he decided, all right, you know what? I'm going to take off Esteval and then bring on Jorgensen. All right, fine. Esteval, he's the youngest one there. He's the most inexperienced. Fine, I can understand if you're going to bring off Esteval. But then he takes off Pedro Neto and brings on Tosin. What? It's Manchester United. It's Manchester United. These guys are bums. These guys were bums, and then you want to park a 5-man defense in front of them. And then to make things worse, Cole Palmer goes off injured. So Andre Santos is brought on, leaving João Pedro absolutely stranded by himself up front. And of course, like Chelsea just said, we're a man down, and we're going to put a bunch of defenders and midfielders behind the ball with no attacking threat, when the best way to beat Manchester United is to threaten them with your attacking power. But no, we're going to park like 9 players behind the ball. And that just invited all of the pressure. Inevitably, United scored. Bruno Fernandes is just brilliant. Like, I know a lot of people hate Bruno, but personally I rate him. Like, he is their best player. And then to just leave him like that, all right, yeah, here we go, score. And then for the second goal, first thing, Reece James cleared it out into the air. Okay, fine, that can happen. But then to lose the ball like that to Luke Shaw. And then Casemiro heads it in, 2-0. By then I'm thinking, all right, they're finished. It's done. It's going to end like 4-0 or something. 2-0 down in how many minutes? Let me actually go and check this again. I don't know why I don't have these stats up on screen. 2-0 down in 40 minutes. I mean, it felt terrible. Like, and then, 3 subs made in the first 20 minutes? It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's the most United Chelsea thing to have happened. Chelsea, Manchester United fixtures are one to never sleep on. You can never sleep with these games. They're always full of entertaining. And look, this is football heritage. This is why I love this game. Yes, my team, they absolutely trigger me sometimes. They send me off the rails. Like, absolutely. I am livid after today's performance. That was ridiculous, abysmal, criminal, all sorts of adjectives that you want to add to it. I have not been able to speak in front of a camera like this in a long time. It is crazy. I don't know where these words are coming from. But that's what the power of Charity Football Club has. That's the power of Charity Football Club. Towards the end of the first half, Chelsea were thrown a lifeline. Casemiro gets sent off. Chelsea, absolutely abysmal, with João Pedro having to drop deep when he's the only one up top. So he was just left stranded by himself with no options, no one to pass to, no one to combine with. That was the story for Chelsea's game. But Casemiro gets sent off. Chelsea are thrown a lifeline, and they had the biggest opportunity. Enzo Maresca had the biggest opportunity to rectify it at halftime. But no, he didn't. He didn't change a thing. He didn't change a thing. So all United had to do was just park the bus. So that's why you can see that, this way, the possession stat, Chelsea were abysmal in the first half. They were not seeing the ball at all. For the second half, they actually finished the entire game with more ball possession. But they did not do anything with it. Because Enzo Maresca just did not change his tactics at all at halftime, when he should have. First thing, it was a mistake taking off Pedro Neto. Because, okay, I can understand Estevao needs to come off. Even though he is very creative, he would have threatened United so well. Palmer came off with injury, but to take off Pedro Neto, yes, that happened before the Palmer injury. But that was a silly substitution in and of itself. I hope I don't wake my neighbors up or something. It's Saturday night, so they should be out. But I hope no one comes knocking at my door. After a while, Maresca did make some changes. But it was too little too late. Yes, Chelsea were combining more, threatening the goal a bit more. But, threatening the goal a bit more with their shots, because they finished with 5 shots. But only one big chance. Only one shot on target, and that was their goal. Which was a cross-in from Reece James, which Chalobah headed in. I really thought Chelsea were going to get something out of this game towards the end, but no, nothing. False hope. And yeah, basically, Robert Sanchez cost Chelsea big time. Big time. The damage was already done. The Casemiro red card was supposed to help, but Chelsea just did not capitalize. I have been on Robert Sanchez's case for a long time. I know the channel is new, but my personal opinion about Robert Sanchez, I have been on his case for a long, long time. He has the power to pull off an absolute worldie. He can turn into prime Petr Cech. But at the same time, he turns into prime I don't know who, like prime Robert Sanchez. Because when you think of a goalkeeper who gives the ball away, I really have nothing else much to say. There's no point going into like deep analysis or thinking about what could have been done better, what could have been done here, what could have been done there. It was just they were playing slow. I did not see the team combining as they should have towards the end. They were doing that all right towards the end. But that's too little too late. Robert Sanchez cost Chelsea the game. Enzo Maresca's subs did not really help at all. The whole tactical setup going down to 10 men was completely wrong. And even after Manchester United went down to 10 men, they were able to contain Chelsea because there was no tactical change until later on when he brought on Malo Gusto and Tyreek George. So at least there was someone up front with João Pedro. But apart from that, abysmal. Charity Football Club back in action. Chelsea move on to Lincoln City next. Now, they better win this, okay? They cannot pull a Manchester United against Grimsby. They have to win this, for sure. For sure they have to win this, right? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you are a United fan, you can feel free to laugh at me. If you are a Chelsea fan, let me know what you thought of the game. Even if you are a neutral fan and you watch this, let me know what you thought of the game. I'll see if I can watch Man City Arsenal tomorrow and then put a video out. I mean, then again, no one's really watching, right? But if you are watching, you can like or subscribe, leave a comment. But yeah, Charity Football Club, man. Charity Football Club.